All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shemal, Shabbat, Shem, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim out there pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. Yeah, I just wanted to do this lesson on expansion. You know, the title lesson is going to be entitled, We Have a Lot of Grounds We Have to Cover. And I was just looking at military expansions pertaining to different kingdoms and empires. And then you'll see the major blocks of grounds that got conquered. You know, you have all kind of military expansion all over the earth. In the scriptures, of course, we have some of the major kingdoms. The Lord, through the prophets and the men of the Lord, they highlight the apex kingdoms that would arise, written in the book of Daniel and Revelations. And if you look at, of course, their military expansion and the grounds that they actually, touched, they touched a great deal of grounds. And I was looking up Great Britain because Great Britain has one of the biggest expansions in history. They touched, damn near everywhere on the face of the earth with their military, east through Esau. Of course, Esau came with an iron rod and all these different kingdoms, and he came, developed, subjected, colonized, whatever terminology you want to put, and one of the main places he took over, of course, was Africa and the land of Israel. We've seen many times where when Edomites got in the rule, they wanted to conquer the Holy Land, that Holy Land being Jerusalem, as it is written in the book of Galatians. Jerusalem is the mother of us all. So understand that we got took down as a nation, and understanding the conditions that we're at now, how much that we've lost in this spiritual campaign, so to speak, dealing with this devil, because it is written in the book of Matthew, the 25th chapter, that the virgins will fall asleep. So we lost who we were. We lost our identity. We lost our culture, our ethics, our morals. We all fell as a people, but this is the time where the nation is rising, pursuing the Amos 9:11. This is warfare, and in warfare, battles can get lost. I would say, just like the military, you have lands that can be compromised within the midst of a battle, but that doesn't necessarily dictate the war. Now, even though we're behind enemy lines and we are, in a weakened position, we're in captivity, as it is written that we're, in the land of our captivity, and we're still subject to payments, and we have not been saved unto this day. Also, it is written. But, we still have a fighting hope through the spirit and power of the Lord. And with that fighting hope, we have to fight. That's why I entitled it as such. We have a lot of grounds we have to cover. Personal grounds we have to cover, beating out the old man, overcoming the wicked one, as it is written. Collective grounds we have to cover as a nation, growing, as it is written in Zephaniah, the 2nd chapter, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. So it's so many micro and macro points that we have to get to, and it's a lot. That's why there's no room for, and the apostles always push this energy, lackadaisicalness. It's not any room for, playing games, half-stepping, knuckle dragging, as Apostle Ramlab, says. We have to put in the overtime. That's why the prophets would do that. They would rise up beat times. And without further ado, I'm just going to hit some scriptures, and Lord willing, brothers edified. This is Baruch 4 and 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. And what is the Lord brought upon us? Speaks about the wrath and the persecution in the 25th verse. Like I said before, how we fell. We lost our identity. We lost our customs. Scripture speak about how, it's going to be a time where we would, lose these different things. If I'm not mistaken, that's Hosea. It says, then shall they remember, basically, and find, David their king. The children of Israel will go many years without a seraphim, so on and so forth, roughly paraphrasing. But this is the time where we're gaining these things back. So we're starting to cover these grounds. And we have our apostles and elders and their elders that laid out the pivotal pieces, for us to have the ability to build on top of that. That's why the scriptures speak about, the apostles' doctrine, and it also speaks about through the Spirit how certain men would be pillars in these latter days. All right, as it was in the time of the ancients, you would have ancient men that would be the vanguard, to take the brunt of the hell, and hold down basically the fort of the Lord. And then you would have men that would be, part also joint heirs within that administration to further, serve. So that's what you have. That's the times that we're living in. Continuing on, it says, "For he that," matter of fact, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go 27. "Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more." Yeah, so that's basically like a commandment. Whenever you fall short, you got to turn the accelerators up, to make up and cover, And I was thinking about this, scripture that tells you how the when the devil raises up, he's gonna raise like if I'm not mistaken, it says like a green bay tree. David said he's seen the wicked raising up. That's it, Psalm 37 chapter. So and it's the point of the matter is what I was thinking about, spreading himself. So this devil has spread it. That's why I started with those military expansions. To expand is to spread, And in order to beat the wicked, beat the evil, we have to spread on the right-hand side in the spirit as he spread on the left-hand side. That's why we have the net. We have the ability to put out these epistles, put out these spiritual letters for the masses of our people to learn, and read and study, to partake in this ministry, whether you're actually directly associated or you're a believer. That's part of us covering those grounds, because it's a lot of believers that's going to be saved. It's a lot of believers that, the Lord is bringing back into the, the pastures, of course. The scriptures speak about believing in on the Lord, so, and then we know, of course, Israelites from the respective 12 tribes, those are the only ones that salvation is brought unto. But this is Psalms 37 and 35. Let me make sure that this is a Psalm of David. Yep, Psalm of David, Psalms 37 chapter, which this is a very, very powerful Psalms chapter 37. It's always been one of my favorite Psalms chapters. But it says, "I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree." Right. So David himself started to see the wicked, and he was